Welcome to Dry Tortugas National Park, a small group of 7 islands off the Florida Keys with a bird and marine life sanctuary and one of the largest coral reefs in the world.
It's also a history buff's dream with a massive 19th century fort just waiting to be explored. Today we're going to check out the Gibraltar of the Gulf.
Wow, that is a big cannon.
Keep our eyes peeled for the sea turtles that give this park its name.
So, is this the nest?
And for the first time, take our exploration to new depths.
All right, so we're in Key West right now. We're as far as we can go by car.
Which is pretty awesome because Key West is the most southern point in the continental US, and we still have 70 miles to go till we get to Dry Tortugas. You want to talk about going off the beaten path?
Oh, yeah.
All right, next stop is the boat.
Dry Tortugas is one of the most remote national parks in the US. You have to take either a boat or a seaplane to get there. The 100-mile square park is located 70 miles west of Key West in the Gulf of Mexico, and only 1% of it is actually above water.
Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon named the islands in 1513 for the sea turtles, or tortugas, that live here and were a critical food source for pirates and other sailors at the time. The reason they call it Dry Tortugas is because the islands have no fresh drinking water to speak of. So we're bringing everything we need to live for 4 days.
The trip from Key West takes us about 8 hours via charter boat, and we land on Garden Key, which is the second largest island in the chain. Our first stop, Fort Jefferson. This is the largest masonry structure in the country. The U.S. military began building the fort in 1846 to protect shipping lanes in the Gulf of Mexico.
Built with more than 16 million bricks and at 10 acres in size, Fort Jefferson dominates the island and at one time housed more than 2,000 people. This fort is huge and has tons of history. So we're meeting up with Park Ranger Michael Whittish, who's gonna show us around.
This right here is a 15-inch Rodman Cannon. The cannon itself weighs about 50,000 pounds.
Oh, wow. You could probably take out something pretty big with this thing, right?
Absolutely. It could fire about a 440-pound cannonball about 3 miles, so that's a big boom.
So something that perplexes me, you're completely surrounded by the ocean, and you choose to build a moat.
But the moat basically served 3 different functions. The most obvious thing was for defensive reasons. And that way boats just couldn't pull right up here, unload their people on the inside, and attack from the inside. The second reason was just to help protect the fort during storms. That way waves crashing over the wall here would destroy that moat wall rather than destroy the fort. But it also did serve a third function. It served as part of the sewer system.
Oh.
But can you imagine being out here in the heat of summer with 2,000 people going to the bathroom and all ended up out there? I mean, the stench back in the 1860s, not pleasant.
No thanks. Well, I'll tell you this, we're planning on doing some snorkeling while we're here. It's not gonna be in the moat.
No.
No way.
The fort is more than a half-mile around with 2,000 archways, which were designed to house heavy guns. While still under construction, it was used as a prison for Civil War deserters. 4 men accused of conspiracy in the assassination of President Lincoln were also interred here. Believe it or not, the fort was never finished, and it never saw any wartime action.
It was eventually abandoned, but now the park preserves the fort and the ecosystems around it, which is exactly what we're gonna check out next.
Let's go.
The Dry Tortugas are a great place to do a little bird watching. Over 300 different species migrate through here, but one of the most spectacular is the magnificent frigate bird. Their bright red neck makes them hard to miss. With their 7-foot wingspan, frigates got their name meaning fast warship because they are aggressive hunters.
Feels good to finally be out here. Not a bad view of the fort from out here on the water. It was cool to check it out from the inside, but now we're able to see what it looked like if you were a ship actually approaching it.
Colton and I recently became scuba certified, which will come in handy later when we explore a massive coral reef and shipwreck near here. But for now, I'm pumped to go snorkeling. This is gonna be the first time we get to gaze underwater and see what kind of creatures are living down there.
We're just 75 yards from the fort. You can see the remains of an old dock, but it's surrounded by coral. The coral reefs here at Dry Tortugas are incredibly unique. They've been growing here for 12,000 years. They make up part of the third largest coral reef in the world and are some of the healthiest anywhere in North America.
What looks like just open ocean from above the surface is a city of fish and all kinds of creatures when you get down there. These little yellow guys are small-mouthed grunts, or banana grunts. They're named for the grunting sound they make when they rub their teeth together.
Snorkeling's an absolute blast.
And if you're not scuba certified, it's a great way to look into the underwater world.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave any questions or comments that you have.
And please subscribe to the channel, there's a lot more to come.